Have you ever had a Coke with a lemon in it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good shit. That's the only way that we drink it. We say if you drink a Coke without a lemon, you're raw dogging it. And we ended up like starting an entire revolution of anti-raw dogging Cokes on our end. Don't know how or where or what happened, but now everyone would be like, look, I didn't raw dog my Coke today, and tag us in a picture, and we're like, yeah, so we love it. It's iconic.
You're like practicing safe Coke.
Yeah.
Use a condom, which is a lemon.
A lemon.
And
Don't forget your
raw
condom.
dog. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Wow. Well, yeah, I do love a lemon in my Coke. Anyway, I feel like this is the most fun intro we've ever had here on Circle Time, but welcome, guys. We have a very exciting episode today. Would you all like to introduce yourselves to the Circlers?
Sure.
So I'm Taylor.
And I'm Morgan.
And we're from Creeps and Crimes podcast.
We are a conspiracy, paranormal, and true crime podcast.
Hosted by two best friends, former college roommates / sorority girls, sorority sisters. We're not like the creepy, crimey type that you would think. I mean, obviously, we're covered in pink and neon over here, you know? Like,
we're definitely girly girls.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, so do you believe in the conspiracies and stuff that you're talking about? And we're like, no, they're just kind of fun to talk about.
But then some of them, I'm like, oh, whoa, that's a little too close to home.
We'll also be like, I mean, fair enough. I mean, that tracks.
We're completely chaotic, unhinged, and sometimes borderline.
We're not really good at being scary or like anything like that.
But that's what makes it so much fun to listen to you guys, I feel like.
Yeah, I think
because I want that version of it. I don't want to I don't even want to realize I'm listening to something scary until I'm like, oh she was, severed in half. I'm like, oh yeah, that's crazy. But I just feel like I'm like talking with the girls, you know?
Yes.
It's the perfect mix.
That's exactly what we were going for. We knew that. We were like, we tried to be scary one time. We've got the logos to prove it.
All dark, red, bloody. We were like, oh wait, this is
like, first off, who are we right now? And then we tried to go with the forest with like, it was like a forest that was like dark and dim, and it said Creeps and Crimes in red, and we were like, again.
It's like dripping font, you know?
What is this? We were like, where are we? How did we even get here? Like,
but would you guys like just be talking in your normal voices? Like, would you just be, like, or were you trying to be spooky in your,
there was a phase,
like the way you were delivering?
There was an emo phase that we went through, you know?
Okay. I mean, everybody has to go through an emo phase.
Exactly.
For sure. Like, so
and,
we
call CNC Creeps and Crimes. She's like our little baby. And so she goes through phases. Yeah. She has gone through the spookiest phase or the more haunting phase that she went through where we were trying to be scary was probably in the very beginning. We tried it and then we were like, we didn't stick with it. And then we tried it again and we added music this time.
Oh yeah, we did.
In the background.
Okay.
And everyone was like, turn this damn music off. It
like,
sounds like shit.
You're like, that's too damn loud. It's distracting.
And I just didn't know. I mean, we do this all on, we are regular, like nobodies, you know what I mean? Like we just started doing this for shits and gigs. And so it's just been a learning situation for us. Like neither of us worked in anything like this. So we were like, we're just going to try our best. And so the music probably was very loud because it was in the foreground, not the background, because I had no idea about any of that.
It was like Creeps and Crimes, the musical.
It really was.
A little bit.
It really was.
Literally.
And it would like duck under our voice, like barely, but that was it.
The worst part is that we went through this phase, and I'm not even saying that we have left this phase, and that's that we sing words.
Yeah, it was rough.
Oh my God. That's like a normal way of communication.
Like a lot. There was like a good couple months where like our intros were like us singing.
Yeah, we're not talking about being like, and this is Creeps and Crimes. Like, no, we'll still do that. I'm talking like, what was the one that we did to that
I'm not saying
song?
it, whatever it was.
No, give us an example.
We were like, Creeps and Crimes is back. Something like that.
That's
cringe.
Beautiful.
It's rough. Yeah, maybe a little harmonic.
We used to do like
tune
Christmas carols too, where we would sing like, deck the halls with Creeps and Crimes. Like, what are we on?
No, that's fun.
It was
People
this
loved song.
Yeah. That was like the fresh out of college Morgan and Taylor.
Very
on the
beginning.
Pod, you know?
That's why we don't allow people to listen to season 1.
Yeah, you're not allowed to start
It's banned.
It's off limits.
I'm putting it on my drive home.
You're gonna start on episode 1.
Honestly, though, it's so funny to listen to now. Like, it's hilarious. But I feel like if anybody went in with just like a blank canvas of what this is and who we are now, they would be so shocked and immediately be like 1 star. Like, why does anybody listen to this? This is absolutely tragic. Their mics don't even. There's only one mic working. That's every episode.
I totally get that. When I think about like my first episode of Circle Time, even it was like only like a year ago, but I was like whispering. Like I was like not speaking and like, or just I watch like an old vlog of mine or something and I'm like, oh, why are these still up? Like we need to pretend like this never happened because it's embarrassing. But at the same time, I feel like, it's just part of my life.
Right. And it's really cool to have all of that growth, documented. Like our last
it's true.
3 years of our lives have been documented. Every intro we do, we talk about what we did that weekend. So it's like a video audio diary.
We do have this like audio journal of like our friendship, our lives after college too, which is really because you feel, like when you're in college, you document so much like detailed because you're on videos and you're, you got a schedule, I guess. So it's a lot more like put together and you're constantly with your girlfriends. And so like every time we're on Snapchat, we're sending each other pictures and stuff. And we don't really have that anymore because we don't live together anymore. We live with men now.
Yeah.
And
can you believe it?
I know.
It just happens out of nowhere.
It's so jarring. Even though it's coming, you're like, whoa, this is a lot. Like,
why did that happen?
It's crazy. And like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I wouldn't change it. But like, sometimes I actually like take a step back and I'm like, what's happening? I'm going to be doing this forever.
How did we get here?
How did we like lock it down like this? Like, I feel like it was a day ago that we would come home. When we were moving out of our apartment, though, this is so bad. We lived together for 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And the other roommates that we had, like I had lived with since sophomore year. And so we all came in, we had so much shit combined, right? But we had lived together for so long throughout college that we bought a lot of stuff together. So we were waiting to like pack all of that communal stuff up so we could see who wanted what and where.
Yeah.
Our kitchen in our apartment, which it's like a college apartment, so your kitchen is your living room. We had a mound that was 6 foot tall. I'm not joking. On this island, we couldn't even see across it, of just shit up until the literal hour that we moved out. And we just started being like, get a trick-or-treating bag and pour everything into it. And now like, looking back to that, we'll never be able to do that again with a man in the house.
Oh, no.
No, they can't find anything. If it's a girl, she knows exactly which pile it's in. But
at least with a man in the house, like you got that shit. You know what I mean? Like that's your shit. So I'm like, shit, I'm responsible for that. Yeah. But I bought it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
so it's pretty insane like how like I can envision each of the piles in my office and I can like tell you where a specific piece of paper is in those piles. Yep. But like Cody will like, he can't find like a fork that's like in the drawer with all of the rest of the forks.
Swear.
You know what I mean?
God.
No, the worst is when they put away dishes and they're holding this specific piece of silverware and there's a whole matching set in one of the drawers and they'll look at that matching set and they'll go and they'll put it in a different place. I'm like, make it make sense. Make it make sense right now.
Okay, I'm going to be honest here. I genuinely think you would all be shocked if you knew the amount of laundry that Cody and I do a week. Like, I feel like I have just been spilling stuff all over myself. I mean, kind of my entire life, but somehow during pregnancy, it's just gotten even like worse. And Cody is constantly doing laundry because he's always training. He's training for the marathon right now. And so he always has like gross, sweaty clothes. And so we're just always doing laundry and it's just going to keep getting more when we have a child. But I've always hated dealing with like the massive plastic jugs of detergent that are just a little bit too easy to spill or they leak on the counter and they're just ugly and I don't like them. They also take up so much space when you're trying to store things. And that is why Earth Breeze laundry detergent was one of my favorite things I discovered this year. Earth Breeze is a pre-measured liquidless laundry detergent sheet that dissolves in all wash cycles, hot or cold. No measuring, no mess, and no heavy lifting. Earth Breeze is tough on stains, fights odors, and my clothes come out clean every single time, so you know you're still getting that powerful clean. I used to feel like I was always running low on detergent and just like constantly going to the store to buy more. But now I'm on their subscription and it comes directly to me and it's just so easy and I'm able to adjust it when we go out of town or pause or cancel whenever I want to. And I just love not having to go down that detergent aisle ever again. Also, with the storage issue, I can now fit 720 loads worth of sheets in the space that I would have had to put that big detergent jug. So it's just the best. Just throwing the detergent sheet in the laundry makes it so much easier, so enjoyable, and it's better for the earth. Earth Breeze also donates 10 loads of detergent to a charitable cause. Over 100 million loads have been donated. Switching to Earth Breeze has moved doing my laundry from one of my least favorite chores to one that really is easy to do now and that I don't really mind doing. Trust me, there is no reason not to switch. Right now, my listeners can subscribe to Earth Breeze and save 40%. Go to earthbreeze.com/circletime to get started. That's earthbreeze.com/circletime for 40% off. earthbreeze.com/circletime. So my life, I truly believe, completely changed for the better when I made the choice to put myself out there online and take that leap of faith and not take the easy route. And I encourage any of my circlers who have a desire to start a brand or sell a product or post content or whatever your dream is that you're holding on to, just go for it. Because I couldn't have ever dreamed out my life turning out the way it has. And you just really never know where putting yourself out there will take you in life. But the hardest part for me was always the starting part, and something that really helped me get my feet off the ground that was like not intimidating and just was easy to use, that helped so much, is Squarespace. They are very beginner friendly and easy to use. Whether you're looking to sell a product, post content, grow a brand, Squarespace is the perfect place to do so. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Squarespace makes it easy for you if you're just starting out, with features like the flexible website templates that are so helpful. They have designs for any category you can think of that you can just customize and update. My personal few favorite features are the video collection, the asset library, and the custom merch. The video collection allows me to organize my video content easily. The asset library lets me like upload and organize and access my content all in one place. So it's just all right there for me. And the custom merch allows me to easily sell my merch to my audience. They really just make it so simple and straightforward and easy to create a beautiful website for any endeavor you are starting. So head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/circletime to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using code circletime.
My husband's name is Logan. And her fiance's name is Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
They're getting married in April. So, well, you're coming into the club.
Yeah. Just fiance life right now.
Yeah. So last night, Logan cooked dinner and I was upstairs working. I go down there because he's like, Tay. And I'm like, all right. Then what? And, you know, he can't answer if I'm upstairs. I have to like be in front of his face. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So I finally get down the stairs and he's like, I cannot find the wooden spoons. Where did we just moved, by the way, into a new house. And so he was like, I cannot find the wooden spoons. Where did we put them? And I was like, well, I put them in the cooking spoon drawer underneath the regular utensils drawer on the far left of the kitchen. And he's like, I looked through that whole drawer. I literally pulled it all out. There's not a single wooden spatula.
You're like,
in
don't
this
make
thing.
me go down there.
I'm like, well, now I'm concerned because these are my good wooden spoons that I got to solely so I could be like an Italian nonna when I'm cooking my tomato sauce. Like I needed this an experience in a spoon. So now I'm stressed. So I go down there. I'm looking all around. And so I'm looking in places that it could be elsewhere because he's told me he's gone through these two drawers. No. I went through the entire kitchen, still couldn't find it. I finally go back to that drawer and it was laying, I'm not shitting y'all, in the center of the drawer. But the wood on the inside of the drawer is similar to the wood that the spoon is.
Oh, it's just blending in. Camouflage.
He was like, I couldn't see it. I'm like, I'm going to give you that because you're blind. But What is why you didn't even just like think to put your hand down? It's always such a drama-filled moment trying to explain where something is in this house.
But you gotta love them.
You got to.
You do. It's true. And like, you know, he was making dinner.
Yeah.
So that's
Good point.
beautiful.
Fair enough. You know.
Because Cody also makes dinner and I find the things.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't get too mad because I'm not doing anything.
Yep.
So like, thank you for making.
You know what I did?
meal.
As repay it back, I cleaned out the litter boxes.
Oh, that's big for you.
See, I've gotten out of that one since being pregnant.
We were just talking about this, about that thing that's in her or whatever, and I was like, dude, I'm
It's like
so
toxic,
excited.
right?
Yeah.
Do you know more about it?
Yeah, there's like in their pee and poop, there's like toxins, I guess, that you can't. I don't know too much about it. My doctor just was like, you can't clean the litter box. And I was like, okay.
Sounds great, Queen. Say less.
But like I had to get like tested. I had to get tested to see if I had it already.
Oh, yeah.
And then I didn't. And then she was like, okay, just don't go near the litter boxes. Or like I can like, they're in my office. So like I'm in the room with them, but like I just can't handle the poop or like the litter.
Right.
But that's like such an amazing excuse, you know?
It is so good.
That's
No, it's
9 months
awesome. I'm like,
of no litter box.
And from past that too, because it does affect like babies too. It can be passed in.
I'm gonna milk this one
Forever.
for a while.
Oh.
I mean, I'm gonna get like I'm gonna have another baby eventually.
Yeah.
I don't want to get the gene in between
Exactly.
or like the thing in between. You know
I
what
don't
I
need
mean?
to waste the money on that test for a second time. We can manage
We need
this.
to just
yeah.
I'm with you on
100%.
that.
Do you guys have like an automatic litter box, or do you have like a scooper?
We do have an automatic one, so like it wouldn't be that bad either way. But like anytime, sometimes they like miss the litter box.
What? How? Tell me how. I don't understand it.
Couldn't even begin to figure that one out. But like I'm just like, oh, it's kind of stinky in there. So I think they missed the litter box.
You might need to run in there
Could you
and
head
get
in
the
there,
dingleberries off the ground, you know? Go run in there and grab those. How many cats
I'm
do you
so
have?
sorry. I'm pregnant. I can't do it. But there's poop all over the place in the office.
How many cats do you have?
We have 2.
Oh, what are their names?
Their names are Ham and Brisket.
Oh, that
That's
is so sweet.
cute as fuck.
What type of kitty cats are they?
I think they're like just like tabbies. I don't know really what they are.
Girl.
We were just supposed to foster them and then they became permanent fixtures.
How are
in
you
our
doing
home.
with are they like the darker with a little bit of orange?
They're like gray.
Oh, so they're gray tabbies.
Gray tabbies.
And those
yeah.
are like the original like domesticated tabbies, the gray ones from like
I know nothing about cats.
well, welcome.
Me neither.
Hey, I got you, friend. What do you need?
Wait, what kind of cats do you have?
I have 2 tortie tabbies, so they're like the tortoiseshell colors.
Oh, those are cute.
They are terrorists.
Bad.
Like really, they really cause a bunch of drama over here. And then I have a third. I was never supposed to have 3. That was never the plan. It was that my first cat is Mila. She's a long hair Chantilly black cat, and she's 20 pounds, and she's my
Oh my God, she sounds amazing.
She's the best one.
She's the best cat I've ever had in my life. I told my husband, I was like, look, I don't think we can ever get another cat that's not exactly what Mila is. We're going to have to just clone her, I guess.
But then you clone the other one.
So then I cloned the other one on accident. Then I have Nona. Her name is actually No Name because we could not pick a name for her. She's the first tortie tabby.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
And then I was like, because we were just like, all right, No Name. And then we just started saying Nona. And then I was like,
I love that.
I'm obsessed with that. We'll keep her.
Yeah.
And then we got Nona, and Nona's a tortie tabby. She was a really snuggly, sweet kitten turned man of the house. She like really had a change of personality. And then Ophelia fell into our life. She was supposed to be a foster.
That's a really cute name.
Isn't it so cute? We call her Ophi, but most of the time she will only be responding. She will only respond to doves. Currently, we don't know how we got here.
Ophi doves.
Ophi doves. And now it's just doves. So Ophi there was like an Arctic blast situation that came down here last, it was on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our girlfriends in Nashville found Ophi outside, and she was, her parents like abandoned her. And she was like 8 months old.
That's Stop.
Left her outside,
really
and it was
awful.
-2 degrees. All the shelters were completely full, and so they could not find anyone to take this cat. And I was like, damn it. Okay, fine. I'll meet you in South Tennessee, and I'll come get her from you. And so I went and I got her, and I was just going to foster her until I found her a home, but she's so stinking cute.
She stayed.
She's the worst. She misses the litter box every day of her life.
I feel like it's not on purpose. I mean, it's not on accident. It's 100% a statement.
Taylor has one cat that literally will grab its litter, its doings, and throw it outside the box.
Yeah.
That is definitely not an accident.
It's Nona. She scoops it like this in her little paw and just throws it out while she's cleaning. And I'm like, I get you. Okay, you clean the litter box. Good job. But you've dirtied up everybody else.
Clean my fucking house.
Yeah. Now there is a splattered shit on the
broom
hardwood.
and the mop immediately.
I'm like, dude, really, man? Like, so now and honestly, I feel so bad because I'm like, she's trying her best to like clean. Like she really does think she's doing the Lord's work out here.
Yeah.
But I can't like punish her for it. And like, how do you even punish a cat? Like they just look at you like this.
They don't give a single fuck. Yeah. No, they don't care.
They do not.
At all.
But you also have a dog too, right?
We got our dog like 4 years ago. And I really only thought we were going to have dogs. And then he was just giving like, I just don't know that I could ever love another dog the way that I love him because I'm so obsessed with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, but he needed like something to play with.
And it couldn't be
and
me.
He's tiny. He's only like 8 pounds. So I was like, we could do a little cat dog action. I've never had a cat. And then so I was like, okay, well, maybe we'll just foster them to see what it's like. But these two were like a bonded pair because they're brother and sister. And so we started fostering them. And then we were both just like, no, they're gonna just stay.
They'll stay here.
Now. But it's just like a completely different ball game. Yeah, having cats because they're just so different. They get into everything. Yeah. They jump like nothing's safe.
No, nothing. Not as. I mean, you know how you worry about unplugging your curling iron before you leave.
Yeah.
Now I have got to like physically like take a picture of me unplugging it, moving it to the side. I have to go through and close all closet doors.
The cats will plug it in.
Because the cats will plug it in and they will turn it on.
They will.
I don't know how they know how to do it. It's just constant. It's just like chaos. Also, another thing is collars on cats. Welcome to the collared cat club. If you have any on them, be careful.
They hate them.
No, they hate them. And the
only time I put them on, they got their mouth stuck in the collar.
Yeah.
And it was horrifying.
It is terrifying. And they can get out of it. Like they literally can squeeze their arms through. I had a cat one time that literally got stuck like this and was walking on its hind legs up to us like, please take this off of me. And then when Nona was very little, we had like a flea collar on her or something. And because we had just gotten her. So we put like one of those, and they're supposed to have a release on them. Like if the animal pulls too hard, it releases. And that's the only things that you can get for cats, right?
Yeah.
Well, she climbed up and she loves like acting like she's Tarzan in the closet and just, wrecking every sweater I have and climbing up them and everything when she was a kitten.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were out of town and we had my brother-in-law watching the cats, and he came back home from work one day. There was blood everywhere. It looked like a crime scene. He's freaking out. He's running through the apartment. It's in the shower. It's in the kitchen. It's in the closet, down the clothes. He finds Nona asleep on the pillows, acting like nothing has happened. She has slit the sides of her mouth because she was climbing in the closet and got hung.
Like the Joker.
Yeah, like the Joker. She got hung and then tried to wiggle the collar off because it didn't break. And she got it in her mouth and like ripped it off with
my God.
her face, I guess. We don't know. So yes, that was a hefty vet bill. But yeah, make sure every closet door is locked and shut and no cat is inside.
It's so insane. Our cats like eat human, like are obsessed. One of them is obsessed with human food. And like, it's like people like every time someone new comes over, they're like, do you feed your animals? Like, it's like a common joke I get because he's so ravenous and it's like kind of terrifying. And one time I'm like, I don't see brisket. I only see ham. my dog's name is Chili. And so I'm like, I don't see brisket. I don't see Chili. I just see Ham, of course, because she's the only girl. She's the only one who knows how to fucking act normal in the house.
Exactly.
And I turn around and Chili and brisket are like Lady and the Tramping a full stick of butter.
No.
On the floor. Like just sharing an entire stick of butter. And I go over and it's like half gone, but like not in half, like the top half has been scraped off. There's teeth marks scraped down the entire thing of butter. And I'm like, they're going to die. Like, they can't have salted butter. Chili's puking the entire night. Brisket, totally fine.
It's not even...
Like, didn't even...
Brisket's
flinch.
like, do you have another stick?
Yeah, Brisket's like...
He's like, wait, I was still actually eating that.
Yeah.
So if you could just bring that back over here.
You can bring it back.
Yeah.
They're insane.
And cats really only throw up when they eat grass, too. Like, they'll eat the most, like, hardcore peppers, crazy shit in the house.
Yeah.
They'll be fine. They'll go outside. They'll literally, on a piece of grass, vomit around the whole house all day long.
Yeah, see, mine have never stepped foot outside.
Don't do it. Don't
'Cause
ever
they
do
won't
it. They will
come
never
back.
want to come back in.
That's also a big thing that like for that, the thing that you can get if you're pregnant, like the whatever,
Yeah.
if they're outdoor cats, they're a lot more likely to carry it
Then indoor.
because they eat like God knows what outside, like animals
Yeah.
and stuff. Whereas if they're just indoor, they're like a lot less likely.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just
Good
for,
to know.
for future
We all need
reference.
to write all this. Why does no one like the fact that I learned about this from a TikTok just like shows
Right,
you where we're
though.
at in a society. But like,
Yeah.
truly,
Like, why
though,
isn't that talked about?
we talk about cat ladies all the time. It's such a stigma too. Like, we should talk about cat pregnant ladies. Okay.
I know, but I'm scared. Like, well, I already know that I'm fine, but like I was scared.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know what like to look for, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure most people are fine.
I know. Obviously, it must not be that gigantor of a deal. I mean, it probably is. What are we even talking about, y'all? It's probably
Yeah,
a
I don't know.
like situation.
Yeah.
I think when it like if it happens, it is.
Yeah, I think
You know what
so.
I mean?
Yeah, and maybe it's just like hard to make happen. I don't know, but I've heard that you're not even supposed to sleep with your cats. Like your cats are not supposed to be in your bedroom when.
No, I did talk to my doctor about that because my cats are extremely like very snuggly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she
I wouldn't
said
be able to
that's
give
fine.
that up.
No, Morgan's dog Ollie.
I don't
owns
know
the
how
bed.
to tell them to be like, get off me. Like I can't.
Well,
My cat is like from my nose to my chest, like most afternoons.
she's not gonna
on.
listen either way. You know,
Yeah,
even if you push
so-
them off.
No, she would just stare at me.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Well, they like give me like a hey. I'm comfortable, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm not. I'm sweating.
I'm
profusely.
suffocating.
Yeah, I can't even breathe, and I'm a little allergic to you. So please get the hell off. of me.
Imagine that, but with a 70-pound dog. On
No,
your
yeah,
neck.
no. That's
what my dog does.
Ollie does. Her golden retriever. First off, he owns the phone, the bed, the couch, and Morgan.
A
Okay?
human food obsession, that's my dog.
Yeah.
Except I definitely
Okay.
initiated that. That was my bad. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have done that, but like it was
You
just
also
like
initiated
the
the
puppy
phone.
face was like a real thing. You know, I'm like, oh, how can
Yeah.
you say no to him? Aaron's like, don't. I'm like, bacon? Can't do that. So now, like, and he's like, I claim that he's a really good dog. And he is just such a good,
I believe it.
obedient boy whenever I'm
Mhm.
watching him. But, you know, we have the Furbo and I'll try to like sneak up on him. And he'll always be just like paws up on the counter, sniffing around, be looking. He'll be trying to like reach for things, human food.
Mm-hmm.
He's a terror. Anytime he hears Taylor's voice, he immediately will come over to my phone if we're FaceTiming and pot my phone. Be like, not today, bitch.
He wants to
turn.
fight me all the time. Ollie constantly wants to fight me, but then when he sees me in person, he's so excited. He wants to jump up on me and hug me and give me all the lovin's and show me all of his toys. But if we're not in person, Ollie doesn't want me the hell
Yeah,
around.
no.
It's because he wants you with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ollie's like, tell her to come over, hang up the phone, she'll come over.
Yeah.
If I keep pressing end, that bitch will show up.
Eventually, she's gonna show up to kill me, but then she'll pet me, so it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, he's cute.
He's so funny. Wait, what was the thing that he ate that one time where we were like, what is he doing on the Furbo for like all day? And you got home and it was off the table. It was like chocolate.
Yeah, it was not good. It was like a chocolate, one of those M&M chocolate bars. Like, do you know those big chocolate bars that have the M&Ms in them?
Yeah.
Well, I had like got it from like work or something. I don't know, Candy Graham. And I had set it up and I was like, oh, he's so little. He can't reach a table. Like he doesn't do that. Not in front of my face. And sure enough, I'm like, what the hell is he doing? So I'm recording the Furbo, sending it to her. I'm like, you might need to go over there. I was at work probably. And I get home and there is an open, like just the candy wrapper was there. And I was like, oh my God, because dogs can't have chocolate.
Right.
And I don't even know what I did. I mean, we just monitored him. He didn't even get sick though, because he's an animal.
No, because he's
right.
crazy.
And he's also big. Like big dogs can eat like they can house a lot of stuff and not worry about it.
Yeah.
Ollie. He's so wild.
He's just got like a personality of like a literal human.
No, his side eyes.
I mean, that's the best though.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Like, that's why animals are the best.
They are. And I love his eyebrows.
Yeah.
He like is really, really, really dramatic with his eyebrows.
And same with what you were saying about Chili. Like, I don't think a dog for the rest of my life could replace how much I love Ollie, how obsessed I am with him. Like he was just like kind of first dog.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's different. Like all I do is think about Chili.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because like I should be thinking about other things. Like I'm scared for my baby.
I was about to ask.
Like I'm like, who's gonna hold the baby?
Because I'm
going to be holding my dog.
What kind of dog? Wait, what kind of dog is Chili?
He's a golden doodle, but he's like 8 pounds, so he's like a micro one. He just mini, like never got bigger.
I bet he's so cute.
He's a good boy. He's a really handsome, sweet, good man. I just love him. I probably could cry just thinking about him right now.
I'm the same way. Taylor and I did a little house swap. So we had a traumatic month of August. Mm-hmm. My apartment complex got hit with a tornado. I was out of the house.
Oh no.
All good. Everything's fine. Okay. Yeah, no one got hurt. Luckily there was a lot of roofs off, but like we were all good. But I was a top floor unit, so
it was crazy.
They condemned our building. And so at the same time, Taylor had re-signed her lease to her rental house, and because they didn't think they'd get this house. And then their backup
offer on this house.
Their offer came through, confirmed. They were getting this house. And I was like, well, like I know a girl that could probably take over that lease for you. Because like Knoxville's like apartment crisis. So like everywhere else is in the world. Yeah. There's nowhere to live. And so I ended up moving into Taylor's old house when she moved into this one. So this is Ollie's like first house with a backyard. And, he's been apartment living, just hopping around.
Yeah.
And he has like full access to like seeing the driveway now. So every time I come home, he sits there right at that window and he's just like, usually you can tell his eyes are closed because I'll like leave the blinds up just a little bit so he can watch for me. And his eyes are closed. And as soon as I put my car in park, shot open and he's immediately head up. And then he'll sit there and because I have this problem where I have to sit in my car for at least 5 to 10 minutes to decompress my workday before going in.
Oh my God. I'm so happy to know that someone else is a car sitter.
Yeah.
Cody is like, why don't you just get out of the car when I park the car? Like and I'm like, I'm taking my time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what's going to happen next. And I'm just like getting ready for my next moment.
That period of time is like one of the most productive times of my day.
It's so relaxing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Especially when it's winter too. So it's like really cold outside and you have your seat heater on.
Yeah.
And you have the heat on in there and it fogs up and then you're just like in this little bubble of just yourself. Oh, when we lived together and I wasn't ready to go in, they would be blowing my phone up like, bitch, if you don't come up we see you down there, get out of the car.
It's been 45 minutes.
It's been 2 hours, Taylor. You're out of fucking gas. Get back up here. I would be like, I can't. I have to sit here. I mean, it'd be like 2 a.m. too, because I wouldn't get off work till so late.
My biggest problem is that I do it before work.
Yeah.
When I'm already running late, making myself a little more late, I'm like, well, I mean, like, I know it's 6:03, but like, and my shift started at 6, but I could probably wait till 6:10.
Yeah.
Right.
Take a little breather,
Wait, so he waits for you and then you take
he waits for me and then I put my car in park. I open the door and he's standing up because it's a guest room. So there's a little bed there.
Right.
And as soon as I walk around the side, he runs over all the way to the living room, stands at that window, puts his face, like smashes it up against the window, head tilted, and he's just looking at me. And then so I'll like come up to the window and I wave. He knows my wave. Like it's so funny. And I wish he would wave back, but he doesn't. And I
one day he's going to wave back.
One day he's going to be doing paw to the window. I'm going to teach him that. next goal.
Just start walking up with like this moment and then just see if he'll like touch hands with you through the door.
And then whenever I get to the door, he's there. So he like mirrors me, like where I am in the driveway, where I am walking up the sidewalk, where I am at the door. Like he's got to be, it's so funny. So
he's
cute.
so obsessed.
It's the best.
But I love that for him. He's, had never been able to see what's outside a front door in any apartment building. And now he's just living lavish. Like, this is huge for him.
There's so many things for him to bark at. I mean,
that's his street. We've been there for a month, but he owns that street.
He owns it.
How dare any neighbor walk their dog? How dare there even be a dog out there?
Of here. Yeah.
Construction? I don't think so.
Road work?
He's a man who knows what he likes and knows how important he is.
Right. And he's like, get your big dump truck the hell off my street. It's 10 o'clock at night. You've got to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's a great guard dog. He really is, though.
Yeah, but then if someone really broke in, like he would lick them.
Yeah. He's not going to like be like, get away. He's gonna be like, oh, hi, welcome in. It's so nice to see you.
But it's the bark that's scary.
Yeah, no, he does have a scary bark.
Yeah, that's all that matters. No one will come because they'll hear the scary bark.
Exactly.
All right. If you know anything about me lately, it's that I'm very into makeup now. And for a while there, I was like stuck using products that I had used forever because I didn't really look into anything. And then I got really into looking into things. And I was just in need of finding some new makeup and finding stuff that was cruelty-free and good for me, as well as good makeup. And my friend told me about Thrive Cosmetics, and it was exactly what I needed in my makeup routine. And I just love it so much. It's 100% vegan and cruelty-free beauty products made with clean, skin-loving ingredients that I truly am obsessed with. There are no parabens, there are no sulfates or phthalates, and it's just the best. I've mentioned this to you, but I recently have been using the Brilliant Eye Brightener. And oh my God, it is just like a staple now in my everyday makeup routine. It's basically a highlighter stick. It's made to like brighten and open your eyes, giving you kind of an instant eye lift look. You just apply it to the inner corner of your eyes to look like you've slept and like had restful sleep, even if you haven't. Like I have not had in a long time, it feels like. But it's just the best. It even has a built-in sharpener, which is so fun. And they also have other like colors that you can use for other things. Like if you wanted to do kind of like a shimmery eyeshadow look using them, whatever it is, they can be used for so many different things. And I just love them. And one more thing that I absolutely love about Thrive Cosmetics is that the word cosmetics is spelt C-A-U-S-E for a reason. As a part of their mission, every purchase supports organizations that help communities thrive, such as those battling education, domestic abuse, cancer, social justice, and more. You just have to try Thrive Cosmetics. They are just amazing. Thrive Cosmetics is luxury beauty that gives back. Right now, you can get an exclusive 20% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/circletime. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/circletime for 20% off your first order. All right. This is no secret, but I love shopping and I love fashion and I love acquiring new cute pieces to just keep my wardrobe fun and exciting and ever changing. I don't try not to be an outfit repeater as much as I can, but it's not easy. And still somehow after my many years at online shopping practice, and I have acquired many years, I still am like not great at guesstimating the correct size for me, or even just like the right fit, or just I imagine things the wrong way that I thought I would need them for an outfit and they never end up looking the way I want them to. Whatever it is, I always end up needing to make a couple exchanges to get the right thing. And then I just end up wearing something I already have in my closet. But since I started using Stitch Fix, I always have something new and fun in my possession that fits me perfectly. Stitch Fix matches you with your own personal stylists that know your taste, budget, size, and send you pieces right to your door. You try on everything at home, which is obviously music to my ears because I do not like leaving the house. And then you just keep what you like and you send back the rest. And shipping and returns are always free. It's that simple. No matter what it is you're looking for, whether it's clothes for a new hobby like Pilates, or you just want a new fall wardrobe, or you're entering a new chapter of life that you might need some new pieces for. Like, for example, I needed new maternity clothes and was dreading it because I don't love a lot of the maternity clothes in the market. But Stitch Fix saved my life when it comes to that. And I didn't have to compromise my style at all. Stitch Fix has over 1,000 brands and styles and work with sizes extra small to 3XL. So no matter who you are or what you're looking for, you can trust that Stitch Fix will have your back. They've made it so fun and just like have made me fall in love with shopping all over again. So thanks, Stitch Fix. Thanks for just getting me. And I know that they will get you too. Try today at stitchfix.com/circletime and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/circletime, stitchfix.com/circletime. Okay. This is not the same type of scary at all.
Speaking of scary.
But I'm trying to scare the circler. The circlers are my listeners who listen every week. And I love them so dearly, but I figured since it's like almost Halloween time, I wanted to give them a little scare.
Yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to scare myself as well because I'm feeling a little crazy. But that's like really, I wanted you guys to give us a spook.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could share like a Creeps and Crimes greatest hit spooky story.
Oh, absolutely,
us.
We can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do you have something in mind?
We do.
We have not one, but two.
Yeah. Actually,
Oh my God.
about 1,000. But we narrowed it down for you. So,
Okay.
So we're going to be reading you a creepy account from one of our listeners, and her name is Tori.
So also, for those who don't know, a creepy account is a listener story that is written in by one of our, we call them our besties, but one of our listeners about something paranormal, supernatural, alien, conspiracy, true crime that has ever happened to them personally in their lives. And then we do a once a month episode dedicated to all of the stories. And we read like,
And we love them.
8. We're obsessed. This is our favorite part of the podcast.
Yeah, it sounds so fun. Okay.
All right.
And we'll be continuing this on
On our
my
channel.
episode.
With
yes,
Creeps and Crimes,
On
yeah.
the episode that I'm on of Creeps and Crimes. That's out on Tuesday on Halloween.
On Halloween.
So
the bonus
perfect.
episode.
yes. Yes.
All right. It says, hey, yeah, besties, a new listener from when we went on with Tangents. I would like to start off with an apology for the spelling and the mess of an email as I have the spicy ADHD brain. Haha. My name is Tori, using she, her pronouns, and I'm from Brisbane, Australia. I have listened to a few of your creepy accounts and fell in love with you guys. Thank you for filling my ears while I am at work. And with that, hold on to your butts. This is going to get wild.
Okay.
For background, I am a sensitive, meaning I can see, hear, feel, dream, smell, all the ghosties. I have for my entire life. This is sometimes good and sometimes bad, as this tale will show. Let's jump in the way back machine to give or take a decade. I am 17, living in a shared house with a few friends. We spent our time smoking the devil's lettuce and
fun.
binge drinking because youth. And we also delve into playing with Ouija boards because dumb youth. But
Yeah.
we knew the rules. Don't play inside. Always have white candles. Say a prayer before starting. Always say goodbye. And never, ever take your hand off the planchette. Which we followed these rules. We had played multiple times in different places. For example, the cemetery down the road. Why?
Bold as hell, all right?
It's so wild.
Why straight
Yeah.
to the cemetery?
Like, no.
I
Like,
would immediately be like, I'll go to the church.
I'm going to be doing it in the church parking lot. Thank you.
I'll pass on the cemetery. Okay. This night in particular, we played in the driveway of the house as it was raining. We were under the eaves for shelter, and this meant that the board was up against the garage door. So maybe that is something common in Australia. I have no idea what an eaves is. One friend was on the opposite side, another on the right side of the board, and my boyfriend on the left side, and I was the scriber being off to the side next to my boyfriend. We started with a prayer, lit the candles, and asked if there was anyone that wanted to talk to us. I cannot remember what we asked or what answers we received. We played for a few hours. Side note, I don't know if either of you have played with a board before, but time flies. When you do, it's like you go onto the spirit's time where it's like 3 times the speed of regular time. Pause. We have never mess with Ouija boards.
We don't play with boards.
I have never either. It scares me far too much.
Yeah. I've watched one too many Conjuring movies and
it's just
horror
like a
films
loose cannon.
to fuck with that shit.
Yeah, it's like a loose cannon into like a darker portal than what anybody could ever manifest just in a regular setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
Agreed.
Okay.
Not good.
Anyway, I feel like we only asked a few questions and it was time to go home because it was late. We all said goodbye to the board, cleaned it up, and went our separate ways. This night, I was staying at my mom's house. My boyfriend and I drove home. While in the car, my boyfriend asked me, quote, "Could you see the thing we were talking to?" And I replied and said, quote, "No, could you?" And he replied, "Yeah."
Oh.
It was up against the garage wall, hanging upside down with long fingers and one long black nail on the planchette.
Whoa.
I was shocked. That was terrifying. So if you're not familiar with Ouija boards, the planchette is that piece that moves on
You
the
put your
board
fingers on. So this demon is hanging upside down in the garage
with
and
a long ass finger.
with an Elastigirl arm on the fucking planchette.
Okay, Mrs. Incredible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, seriously, this is freaking me out.
Yeah,
I'm like already scared.
Isn't it still like daytime there though? Luckily, it's dark out here.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to stop thinking about this until it's nice and dark, though, I promise.
We'll send you
let's keep
Susan's
going.
number.
Yeah,
she'll
we'll send you our
talk
medium's
you
number.
through this. She says, "What on earth were we talking to?" It was a 20-minute ride back to my mom's house, and we rode in silence after this conversation. Side note, my ex and I had a little routine: eat, smoke, shower, and then bed. When we arrived home, he went straight to bed. And I was like, well, I'm hungry. So I ate, had a smoke, a shower, and came into bed. The light.
Don't smoke
After a Ouija
weed
board.
when you're doing this.
Yo, why get high?
I can't imagine. I mean, maybe I'm sure anyone else could handle it, but like I can just imagine myself like losing my fucking mind.
That is so bold.
I would be going down a
It's-
rabbit hole.
I would
Yeah.
take
of my
down 4
own
Benadryl
fears.
as soon as I walk through that door. I wouldn't worry about eating. I'm just going to
Yeah.
bed. I'm going to see the Hat Man
Yeah.
before I experience what we just did.
Yeah, no, thank you. Okay, so she goes to bed. The light was off, but I could tell that he was in the middle of the bed, her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. And I was like, "Can you move over?" He didn't say anything. "Babe, please move over." Nothing. I then shook him. Nothing. In a 17-year-old rage, I turned the light on and I said, "You are so annoying, move over." And there I saw him, laying flat like a board on his back, eyes open, mouth open, lips blue, and hands to his chest, with the imprint of hands on his throat and chest. He wasn't wearing a shirt. I freaked out.
No.
Immediate panic.
Shut the fuck up.
He was being choked.
Hold on. And she could
this is
see
really
it. She's so
terrifying.
This is not even sleep paralysis. She's witnessing
Yeah, she's awake.
the imprints.
And she's high.
Oh my God. and
She smoked weed.
Good night, queen. Good night.
I would have
burned the house.
mean-
I would have passed out, I think. I don't know if I could like if my
I'm
mind
gonna pass out right now. Like I don't know how she is typing this.
Right. Like this is serious trauma.
I would have
for
had
sure.
to like find a crucifix somewhere.
No, I like don't
Oh my
think that
God.
I like personally could have stood there, consciously known what was going on and kept my mind awake without hitting the floor and waking up the next morning.
Yeah, I would have fainted.
Yeah,
100%.
I think so too.
I think
Out of fear.
but I'm a fight.
I'm a flight.
She's a flight.
I fly at the
She's-
risk of
Gone.
danger.
I'm not too sure what I would do in this moment, but I do feel like I would pass out. But I wouldn't fight.
Yeah,
I would be
no.
like, what the fuck?
I'm
Taylor
gonna
would
start
be
praying.
like crucifix.
Yeah, no, I'd be
stage.
like, no, like,
And I would have been like,
crazy.
I'm fucking out of here.
yeah,
I would have gotten out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already got the
Maybe
Bible.
maybe
out.
I'm a flight.
They're like, where did she get the Bible? I'm like, it came to my hand. I don't know. I'm Matilda it here.
So she says, I freaked out, immediate panic. I stood there looking at him, being like, what the fuck do I do? I yelled, let go of him, let him go. He is not yours, let go. But there was nothing. She then said, quote, I only allow those who walk through the white light to be here. Anything else is not welcome. Let him go. But there was nothing.
Oh my God.
Just weird gurgling noises coming from his open mouth. his eyes looking straight forward at the ceiling. I flung the door open and ran into my mom's room, and I woke her up. Mom, wake up. He isn't breathing. I need help. What do I do? And my mom, who was half asleep, was extremely confused. And I said to her, he isn't breathing, Mom. There is something on him. My mom walked into our room and quickly turned to me and said, well, what did you do? Who did you contact? And I quickly said, we did a spirit board tonight. And she snapped back at me, you idiots, call 000, which is Australia's 911.
Oh my God.
So I called 000 and I asked for an ambulance to attend our house. Mom was in the room with him trying to complete CPR, but nothing was working. We couldn't move his arms from his chest. We couldn't do anything. My mom grabbed some sage from her room and started burning it in my bedroom. The ambulance arrived about 5 minutes later. I ran to the front door, flung it open to let them in, and I waved them down as they turned into my driveway. I turned around to get my mom, and boom, there was my boyfriend standing an inch from my face. And he asked me, what are you doing? I have chills all over my body.
No, I have forehead chills so hard. It feels like I just got Botox.
My nose is like burning, like I'm going to cry. So just to let everyone know, I might start crying.
Oh.
Wait, that was scary.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Sorry,
someone's calling us. Sorry.
That's
okay. It was really bad timing. I thought you guys were something was happening to you.
Yeah. You're like, wait, what the fuck's going on? We're like sitting there staring at the camera.
That was really, really scary. Yeah, the camera just like went, like your screen just went like completely green and they were just gone. And we thought that, Marshall and I thought that the spirits came for you.
Well, I do want to let you know that no one actually called me.
No, it said missed call. Your phone, you must be on Do Not Disturb.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to ignore that.
This is
We're
normal.
just going to pretend that one didn't happen.
So she turns around after he was totally unresponsive and her mom was giving him CPR. She turns around after letting the ambulance in and he's fucking standing there right in front of her face. What are you doing? She says, what am I doing? What the hell are you doing? I thought you were dead. And he replied, what am I doing? We just got home. Why are you opening the door? Why is there an ambulance here? Is your mom okay? I was stunned. He remembered absolutely nothing. I quickly explained why they are here, and he reluctantly got into the back of the ambulance. They checked his vitals and gave him a clean bill of health. What? Once that was all finished, we went back inside, and I asked him what he thought happened. He explained to me that he did not remember coming home. He just remembered when he asked me at the door, what are you doing? Thinking that we had just arrived back at the house. This was crazy. We completed a cleanse of the house and him that night before we went back to bed. But I guess we'll never know what it was that tried to take him. We never touched another spirit board again. Lesson learned. Thanks for reading my story. I have plenty more, like how my toddler spirit guide saved my life and two of my friends when the car I was in rolled off the top of the mountain, or the manifestation of depression of my ex's family became a poltergeist and did not like me being in their house. I'll save those for another time. Love. Yeah. Okay.
Friend.
Tori.
She can save those for a long time. Yeah. She wants to save those. Just save them for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, that is fucking terrifying.
That is.
That really scared me.
That is.
So mission accomplished.
I hope your circlers got scared.
You wanted to scare them.
Yeah.
You brought the right people.
I'm so sorry that I wanted to scare you guys. I thought that was going to be like fun and like kind of silly and spooky. Yep. And that was a little bit scarier than I was picturing for all the circlers out there. So I'm so sorry if anyone is going to have a hard time sleeping tonight. Just know that so am I.
Happy Halloween.
You're not alone.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Happy Halloween. Thank you guys for sharing that.
Thank
Are
you, Tori.
You okay?
I'm going to be totally fine.
Yep.
I'm going to be fine. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for joining the circle.
Of course.
Honestly, would love to have you all on again to do more of this because it is kind of fun.
Addicting,
the
isn't
adrenaline.
It?
Yeah, I do love a good adrenaline rush, and this provided that. So, yeah, thank you for giving us a little spook.
Oh my God.
This Halloween.
Of course.
You're welcome. Sorry it was so demonic, but the good news is that it seems like nothing else has happened to the ex-boyfriend because there was no other detail other than that night, right?
Well, he also is the ex.
He is the ex, yeah.
Yeah,
he is the ex.
That's true.
But thank you for having us,
Yes,
Kelsey.
we would love to hang out more. This is so fun.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you so much. Make sure to listen to Creeps and Crimes in general, but also the episode that I'm on will continue to chat about this and some other Halloween stuff. So go tune in. The episode will be out on Halloween.
Yes.
So yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh my God.
And thank you guys.
Thank you.
I'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Circle time. Let's sit down and have some fun. I said circle time. Just you and I. Circle time.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.